Greeks to Greece is a program by EF, and it's specifically targeting sorority and fraternity members in Greek life to travel internationally together. They put together your itinerary and your flights and your tour guide and excursions, and so my role as a group leader is to recruit people to come with me to travel.
Greeks to Greece was kind of my opportunity to bond with my sisters and travel the world, and also get to open up people's eyes to traveling as well, because there was a lot of people that hadn't traveled beforehand. They never went out of the country, so being that kind of person to get them outside of their comfort zone and really push themselves to see the world on like a whole new spectrum was something that was really incredible.
So the program Greeks to Greece is a program built to bring young sorority women together and create a bond through travel. And I truly believe that this is one of the best ways to create a bond among young women, because when you're traveling in such close proximity, you get so much closer to people and you learn so many things about them. So the Greeks to Greece program is exactly that, and I've loved my experience through it so far.
I signed up for an interview, and then that is when I got to talk to Hannah for the first time. I love her. She's so sweet and so easy to work with. It started with the interview. She was so easy to talk to, and we would just like bounce off of each other. Like our energy was the same. I feel like we really clicked because we have the same values through travel, like what a person can gain from experience, and just the passion is totally there with Hannah, so she was so easy to talk to. And then she shared a bunch of material for me to share with my chapters to see if there was an interest there, and it was all put together and super easy to use, so I just presented it at chapter, and then the rest was history. I decided to recruit my chapter when I knew they were all going to be together, so it was after one of our chapter meetings. We hosted the regular chapter meeting, and then during my part of it, I mentioned that there was something that I was looking into with Greeks to Greece. And then I told them if people were interested in hearing more information, then they could stay after chapter. And the amount of people that stayed after chapter and were immediately interested is amazing. So I went through the presentations that Hannah sent me. I didn't have to do any work myself. I just had to read from the screen because all the information was right there and it was so clear. And then it became immediately clear to everyone else. It was so easy, and it just took one night, and then I said, text me if you are still interested after receiving these details. And then as soon as I walked out of chapter, my phone was blowing up with people saying, I'm going, I'm going, I'm going, I'm going. So the response was amazing from just a chapter presentation.
I posted on our Facebook page, and I contacted individual sisters who I knew had interest in traveling before, or who I was close with, and just asked them about the idea of going to Greece together, and got a lot of great feedback, which was very encouraging before putting together the presentation for the chapter. So getting all the resources from Hannah, from Instagram resources to the PowerPoint presentation, I had a lot of marketing material to give to my sisters. So being in front of the girls talking about something I'm very excited and passionate about, like a trip to Greece, was not too hard, not too bad, especially with all the resources that Hannah had given me.
Last summer I went to Greece. It was awesome. The tour guide, we had a man named Martin. He was so awesome. He, told us the history of Greece, but then also made it fun and interesting. He took us places like different local restaurants, which I think is awesome because a lot of times you just go to the touristy areas when you're traveling, but he is actually a Greece local, so we got to experience the more local side of things and learn different things about Greece that I probably wouldn't have if I would have just traveled alone with my family or something. Also, the excursions are included with the price. Everything's included, plane, hotels, breakfast in the morning, some dinners. It's such a great price for all that's included. I think that's why I love EF and Greeks to Greece so much, is the experience and the things that you get with it are unlike any other program around.
I have a chance to be a leader, and it's so rewarding, and it gives you so much leadership experience because there's so many people going to you for answers, or going to you for advice, or going to you for anything, and so you have to be a good leader. We have a pretty decent sized chapter, and so there's a lot of members, so we don't really have time to get to know each other all the time. And so by certain people signing up, it kind of let us have a different connection that, hey, we're going to Greece. So like you would see somebody that you might not talk to in the chapter as much, but they're going to Greece. So you guys have that experience together, and so it brings you closer with people that you might not have been close to before, because it brings opportunities to be closer to all these individuals, and it's really amazing. So thank you.